Hi, it's Ash. I haven't made or posted a video in a good long while. I think the last time was the beginning of February. It's kind of a shame that I haven't posted in so long. At the beginning of the year, I was really excited because in 2023, I'd managed to post a video a month, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for me to have that consistency, I was really proud of myself and really impressed with myself. And at the beginning of the year, this year, my goal was to post 2 videos a month. So a video every 2 weeks or so. And I was really determined and I was really excited about it. And then life kind of just happened. So this video is kind of going to be, I have some like vlog footage from the time in between my last video and this video, which I'm just going to throw on top and you guys can watch it. And it's just gonna kind of be me talking about what's happened in the past few months, talking about my goals, because I've had my little break. This is me gonna reflect on that break, and then I have goals that I want to work really hard and try and achieve moving forward, because I think it would have been really easy for me to just keep prolonging this break and stop making videos, but I really enjoy this hobby. I think it's good for me, and I want to keep doing it. So basically, my last video I posted, I think, the beginning of February, and like I said, life happened. It was actually in February, my granddad passed away, very suddenly and unexpectedly. It came as a big shock to my whole family. I think it was less than 48 hours between him falling ill and then him passing away. And he was a very, very healthy individual for his age, so it really shocked us and it was difficult to deal with. So February and a lot of March, just life got really busy and difficult. And I kind of just needed to give myself time to grieve and to process, and also to be there for my family as much as I could. Yeah, it was a difficult time. And also during March was my 25th birthday, which, with everything that was going on in my life, kind of felt strange. But I did celebrate, and I actually had a really nice birthday. So that I'm happy that I got to celebrate. It's weird, I don't feel 25 in some ways, and then in other ways I do. I don't know. So I kind of spent a few months taking this break and, I don't know, like I said, grieving and processing. But also just trying to spend more time with my family, with my friends, with Kieran, my partner. I've been indulging and delving and really relying on my notebook and my notebook system. I've really been enjoying it. I think it's been really helpful for me to have this to kind of fall back on in difficult times, because I think notebooks, for me it is a hobby and it's so much fun and I enjoy it and it brings me a lot of joy in the good times, and then in the bad times it becomes a necessity. It's really like it helps me process things in a different way, and especially because of my memory problems, having like how I felt in that moment recorded is really important to me. So it's nice that I have this system to fall back onto. I felt very frustrated with myself the past few months because I haven't been making art. I haven't been making progress on my artistic goals as a creative, and I think I've been a bit too hard on myself. There's been a lot of things going on in my life that I need to, give myself time to heal from, and not just my granddad's passing, but there's a lot of stuff, just so much happening in my personal life that I don't really, like, I don't know what to do with myself. Especially the past few months, I've been feeling so overwhelmed on the daily. And I think it's very much a tism. It's very much an autism thing of feeling overwhelmed mentally, physically, and then like my general environment around me makes me feel overwhelmed. I don't know, I've been on this journey over the past few years of like trying to sort out my possessions, because I wouldn't call myself a hoarder, but I've never, like, throughout my life, I just don't really get rid of things, or I never used to get rid of things. But in the past few years, that's been really overwhelming for me, and I've been going through this mission of donating and sorting and selling stuff. And I'm finally at the point where, like, I had stuff at my parents' house, and now I'm finally, like, me and Kieran have our home. All of my stuff is in this flat. I don't have things just dotted around in storage all over the place. It's all in this flat. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent, but basically I've spent some time in this past few months trying to make my physical environment less overwhelming for me. And I've definitely, in the past week or so, I'd say, made decent progress, where I can finally see like the end result, and I'm starting to feel a little bit lighter. And even just with like organization, because I kind of want to do a whole video on this, but I think it's a byproduct of my autism, is that I plan more than I do, and then I end up feeling overwhelmed by my own planning. Like my notebooks, before I got into this system, I did a video on it a couple months ago. I had like a 3-4 notebook system, which is ridiculous and obviously overwhelming. I now have a 1 notebook system, and then I do still have my Filofax, but this is more for like life planning, not day-to-day stuff. It's like expenses and like to-dos, and then like my art to-dos, products and stuff I want to make. And then I also have this kind of like scrapbooky section, which I want to do a whole video on. But I've slimmed my system down so much to try and combat that overwhelm, and there's still places where I find like the planning and the notes and the post-its and the lists, and then I have it on digital stuff. I have like my Notion and things like that. I find it building up and then overwhelming me. So I spent a few weeks recently just simplifying it all back down. And yes, I have that frustration with myself that I haven't been as productive in terms of making art, but I think the work that I have been doing of like healing and getting myself to a point where I'm mentally happier and less overwhelmed is still really important. So yeah, and I think I'm happy with myself that I've decided to keep going, keep making videos. I'm trying to put less pressure on myself, because this is just a hobby for me. It's something I want to do on the side to document my journey and my art making. I don't want to put additional pressure on it. It doesn't need to be amazing. It just making and posting something is an achievement for me. So, goals. I want to actually stick to making a video every 2 weeks. Minimum 1 a month. I'd really like to hit that every 2 week goal, but 1 a month is good as well. Like that's what I'd like to stick as the minimum, and then I have that ideal goal that I would like to hit. I would like to post on Instagram more and make more TikToks. Those are like my 3 areas where I want to be sharing what I'm doing. And just generally, I want to make stuff more. Like I have so many ideas and half-started sketches for things that I want to do, and then I just don't really finish them. And I know, I think it's hand in hand with that like feeling of overwhelm. When I have all these half-finished things, I don't know where to start. And then I'll get inspired by something else, and I'll start something else, and then get overwhelmed and then stop. And then it just adds to that pile of half-finished things. I think I mean, my desk doesn't look very tidy right now, but I've definitely tidied and organized my desk and this little office area to feel less overwhelming. So hopefully that helps with sitting down here to actually create. I have my little corkboard, notice board up there, which just has my like to-dos and reminders on it. And then I'm gonna print, I'm probably showing it right now, but I'm gonna print and put up like my sketches and my works in progress and stuff up there so I can actually see it. Because when it's all on my iPad, it's out of sight, out of mind. And it's easy to feel like I haven't actually done anything when I just haven't finished them. So yeah, this is a pretty short video. I hope that's okay. This video is less about the content of it and more about the practice of editing and posting something, just to get me back into it. I think in my next few goals, like creating wise, I've had this goal of updating my portfolio and making more like mock illustration projects to go on my portfolio. I've had that goal since the beginning of the year, and just with everything happening, I haven't really worked on it. So I'd really like to do that. I also want to finish my current sketchbook. The current sketchbook that I have is this A5 one, which I've had for a while. And this project I started it as just a way to get me back into keeping a sketchbook and into drawing without pressure. Cool. I was basing it off the Fran Meneses or Fran Nerd's ugly sketchbook premise, which is basically you only draw an ink pen, no pencil, no nothing, just ink pen, and you're just putting pen to paper. It doesn't have to look good. The idea is that it can and it should look ugly because you're just practicing making something, and that practice has been really helpful for me. I think I'm like 2/3 of the way done with this sketchbook, but I'm really craving a sketchbook that I can do anything in, not just ink. But before I start that, I really want to finish this. Again, I'm building up that practice of finishing things that I start. So I think I'm going to do a video of like spending a week just finishing that sketchbook, just filling it up, which I think will be really nice. Yeah, I hope this video was in some way entertaining. It's mainly just cathartic for me, this video, so. But yeah, if you've made it to the end, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye.